Good morning. I thought I'd brushed my hair. I did. I have brushed my hair. It just got a bit unruly in doing something else since. It's a wonderful morning. I'm alive. We're alive. You're here. And those in replay who may join later at their own convenience in the day. And that's perfectly great with this technology. We have it instantly recorded after doing a live stream. So it's lovely to be here and share with you the Daily Lenormand card spread. And good morning, Diane. And we've got Nat here as well. So I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, sharing a card spread daily. So we'll go over to that almost immediately. Just asking you to connect in with your psychic senses, your spiritual connections, your guides, your team, and receive from them directly to you what the cards mean as well. Don't just leave it up to another person for essentially what is your responsibility. Good morning, Sandy. Lovely to have you joining in. And Rena, good morning to you. And Caitlin, good morning. I dare say, I hope that JC's progressing well too after those ops, or the op. Did you have one or two? Anyway, let's go over to the cards because they are set out ready. And I do have our card ready as well. So let's go for it because we all do have busy days, don't we? Well, we have something that we can be doing once we've finished tapping into spirit with our cards. Amazing things will happen. Absolutely. Beautiful card. Love that. Look at the spread of its wings, the flight. It's gorgeous. And we are using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. As far as Ciro Marchetti's artwork, my favourite, I'll be using it until I wear out, which I think I've mentioned before. Okay, so this is the expanded edition. There is one that's just the basic as well. So it's all good whichever you choose, even in other types of Lenormand decks or tarot or whatever you feel guided to. Pick up and use the tools that you feel most comfortable with. It gives you that strong connection with spirit. Okay, here we go. We've got Kerry Ann has just popped in. Good morning. And we have Shaz, you're peeling garlic. Oh, wow, what are you cooking? Sounds delicious if you're cooking stuff. Dawn from the UK, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. I don't think I've seen you before. Just a reminder that this is a general card spread reading, and it is a lot of it's your own responsibility to connect in with spirit to bring that most relevant to you information and messages from what I bring as the intuitive general. Okay, if you do need other more detailed readings and assistance with it, you can certainly direct message me or book on my. Actually, I might put that in here as a straight to get a direct reading with me. And I think it's called Shop. Let's just put that one in there. I'll just put the link direct in the comments. Where it goes, it will be where Facebook allows it to go. It will be there. Not sure if that goes into my YouTube. Yes, it does. It's showing up that it does. So good evening to the UK there with Dawn. I'll reiterate that one. So there we go. We've got Penny here. Good morning. We've got Dawn. Dawn, I started saying the Johnson, didn't I? Dawn here, and you are new. Yes. You're new, lovely. I'm glad I explained how I do these. So they are the general card spread. So thanks from Caitlin to letting me know that JC is, well, just had her meds and she sends her love too. Beautiful, beautiful puppy. And Angela is here. Good morning to you. Now here with this spread, there does seem to be a little bit of a trend that's happening because I know we had the anchor in yesterday and we had the bear as well. That almost reminds me of what we have here, and it had, I suppose it's still going, the Play School show. There's a bear in there and a chair as well with stories to tell. Oh, whatever the song is. I used to know it off by heart because I had 4 children. And sometimes the grandchildren have been here and watched it, but not often. So that's good. It's good that we can remember these things, isn't it? So, anchor in the home space, ship in the workspace. We've got bear as the unexpected. The dice are our role, and we have the sun in that central outcome. card space. And also I just like to consider it being a pivot card as well. All the cards influence each other because that's what life is. All areas of our life influence every other area, and our relationships and all the rest. So, Dawn, you've got children too. It's wonderful. I've got grandies now, so as you can tell, I'm a little bit on the aging mature level, and it's all good. Anchor in the home space is you being there, steadying influence and really holding space for others to a degree as much as for yourself. So it's actually dropping that anchor, get that steadiness happening so that you can focus, breathe through, balance your feet, get into doing what you need to do in your home space today. It's allowing everything else around you to be occurring as well while you hold steady, so that that focus is on that even keel, that you can actually see the horizon steadily. You know that the end goal by the end of the day is going to be achieved because you've dropped your anchor and been able to spend that time focusing for that time. If you find life drifting, or the boat drifting metaphorically, that you can actually lift it and re-anchor. You don't have to have it drift off. It can be reset. So anytime you're feeling that you're needing to actually recalibrate or reset, resteady, pull up that chain and drop it again, making sure it's anchored to both ends, you as the boat, so to speak, and it is really holding in the ground below, feeling that grounding that you're going to need through the day for those moments. What they are is relevant for you, and this is where your connection to your spiritual guides kicks in. Ask them as you're feeling that sensation, ask them the questions. What do I need to do next? Please help with, and you'll know when you need to be doing that. So here we go in our ship with the workspace. You have the 4 children too. Yep. Yeah, it makes for a lovely life, doesn't it, with growing them up or them growing up. Do they ever? Do we ever? Sometimes I feel like I haven't grown up. It's the wonders of life and moving through it with all of our aspects continually evolving and being revisited. So with this, the ship in the workspace, it's actually being this one is being the airborne type sailing ship. It's all types of methods of moving through the space. So we're actually using the wind. The water's not present there, but you know and sense that it can be. It can plop wherever it needs to. The only thing it's probably not going to be too good at is over the land, over the ground. So it's a bit more relevant for our intellect, emotions, that avenue. And in our workspace, it's going to be perfect to be able to think through things really swiftly in the day to day. So you can shift your direction as much as it still needs to be relevant for the wind, because this is a sail ship, remember? So that what you're needing to do is focus on what is relevant through your day and change direction if you need to do that in searching for new information or taking it in the direction it needs to go next. Because usually with an end goal, there is a course we need to plot and direct our the compass, the steering wheel, or whatever we're using as our vehicle to that destination for that next step. When you need to turn a corner, even with those navigation maps on our GPSs, it will tell you turn left at 400 meters, blah, blah. Allow your senses and connection with spirit today to be guided. Follow those directions, and your workspace, your business, whatever it is you do for your income, for your livelihood, is going to move in the direction it needs to, and with confidence. And all the skills that you're needing are there to be able to direct it that way as well. So good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you here as well. Wonderful to have the family gather. I love this. I really do, and you know that. So now what we've got is I've just got to change the camera view here, because I was just going to go up a little bit and shift it up. I think I've got to actually move the table. So with the bear, what we see is the perfect the evolution of this particular bear to its environment. So it's a polar bear. and it's in its iciness of environment. And at the moment outside, it is icy cold, almost icy. It's not quite winter, it's spring here, at the end of spring coming up. Not spring, the end of September, the first month of spring. And it is still cold weather. So what we've got here is all that workings and action happening more so underneath the water than on top, really, because that's where the activity is. You just see a bear gliding through doing what they do. It's the ease of the skills that are part of this animal in its environment. We're having the same ability to utilize those skills that we have as that unexpected moment where we might need the help in the home or in the workspace. So it is about work, it's getting things done, and almost in that thankless, we're just doing it. We're not expecting praise or anything. It's the doing and getting things happening. Oh, good morning to Adair as well. Lovely to have you here. I dare say there's an emoji there, but it's not showing up. Let me just have a look at that again. No, the comments or emojis not showing there. But that's okay. So the card we have next. Now we've got a hello, Ros. Great technology, isn't it? Thank you. I have a fat finger syndrome that sometimes hits that enter key before I've even typed something. Or odd stuff, as you know, it can happen sometimes. So anyway, great to see you here. What we're moving to from after that work, well, at the same time as the work, really, our role can be today, throughout the day, anything that's going to be almost like throwing the dice. So I'm feeling this connection's going to be more like taking the chance in making those quick decisions, taking the chance in where we're actually going to be setting down our anchor, so that we trust. It's a pathway almost of learning to trust what comes up as the throw of the dice. It's that having the self-confidence. And I do, because this is this is a lot of practice I've had living this type, style and way of life, is going with the flow, and a lot of stuff is on impulse, and that's totally against a Virgoan type of a sun sign. But sometimes it does take us out of our comfort zone to trust something that is just almost like a gamble. You're throwing the dice up and going by that, really. But it's like using these types of tools that we are here with cards. It's almost, what, you're going to trust a card to tell you what you got in your day forward. It's more, rather than just totally stepping into the chance of, here's 5 cards, here's an extra, and etc. It really is, it's that stepping into that knowing, that inner knowing from our soul self, that inner connection, our heart center, of what we're stepping into as being who we are, that we can trust our own instinct, our own intuition, and that connection with spirit, that what we are moving into and stepping into in our choices for our day is going to be the right one. That's the only way I can explain it. And the best way of finding out is by doing, isn't it? And knowing. It's that knowing. So here we are with the sun as the outcome. It's that beautiful warming energy of what is the light, the energy of the light, the masculine, strong energy of what is the light, and bringing that into our complete day, like it's going to travel with us all the way through. Even though it's raining, grey clouds and everything here, it's still walking through our day, taking those steps, knowing that we've got that beautiful warming energy throughout our complete auric field, our connection that's coming through from spirit, that it's got that beautiful sunshiny, smiley day to it, that perspective that we're going to choose to follow through with. It's all of that rolled into one, and by the end of the day, we can know that our day has been a good day in whatever has occurred for us, even if it might turn up that some things seem to be negative and bad and the rest. I know through the experiences that I've had through life that it turns out to be the perfect thing for later on. We don't always get to see the end results of growing the seed the tree from a seed, because it takes those years and the steps of growth from germinating through the soil, being fed and watered and nurtured from the sunshine, the rain, the energies of the different heats, hot and colds, because some trees need particular amount of cold, like cherry trees, to set fruit. All of those stages, and we don't always get to see the mighty oak, because in our lifetime it might have started as that seed and we'll never see it with its full canopy. We do what we do in the hope, with the knowing actually of there are going to be those legacies, end results, the production of whatever we've started and created in our own life is unique, that's going to spread out and out and out into our humanity in whatever way it does. With the way that travel is through the globe these days, who knows where that might reach as our own particular influence away from where our birthplace was. But we still stay connected to what is our birth energy, birthplace, Mother Earth center, all of that is us. So live from the heart, tap into your spiritual connections, grow and understand each and every day more of what is that you, what makes you up, the past that you're learning from, and we continue to learn from it. We never fully understand. So some moments of what comes to our from our memories into our day-to-day is for a reason. Wonder why, and learn from that. Step back as a witness. Don't become involved in it. Just learn from it. Sometimes we are needing to be involved in it. So many different, it's that web that we're weaving, isn't it? And living a wonderful life. So be the best you. And thank you, Carrie Ann, and have a lovely day. And to Rena, thank you to you, and have a lovely day as well. And Sarah, thank you, beautiful. Have a blessed day to everyone. Beautiful blessing, and amazing things will happen. It's an absolutely beautiful card, that card. So thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you. We'll see you tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock. And namaste. Bye for now.